Welcome to the program Girl Child Concern on JDN 101.5 FM, situated at number 1 Church Street, Joyce B Road, Okay Ado, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. My name is Aramide Awolumate Omo Baba Iku Dojo.
Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. You just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I've never seen.
A girl child is a blessing to all home, and if you have a girl child, you know they are represented in so many ways because they are hardworking, they are talented, they are obedient, they are responsible for families and their lives. And this girl child, they are the ones that they are caring, they are loving towards their family and parents, and they give their best to whatever they find themselves doing.
I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
I have a guest in the studio that will be talking to us, that will be enlightening us, that will be educating us on how a girl child can handle their poverty stage.
Move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, oh, 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 oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me.
So today on our program, we know that girl child, they have different stages in their lives, and we need to just enlighten them. We need to educate them. We need to let them know some certain things they will have to put in place so they won't go astray through their friends or peer groups, because we know that at this stage they are always having problem, and at the end of the day they will fall in a victim. They will fall a victim of negative things. Because of this, we want to try and talk to them. We want to enlighten them on a topic that is so special and is always for girl child, which is poverty in girl child. This stage is a stage that a girl that doesn't have this courage, or doesn't have family or sisters, they always fall victim of different negative things, which we don't want them to have. We should reduce the rate at which it gives them problem. So before we go deep in the program, let's go on a short break. Welcome to the program today because our guest is ready to educate us on this special topic that we're going to talk about today. And our guest is Mrs. Amok. Auntie Amoke Bibi.
Yes,
You
so
can
good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone in the studio.
mind, ma.
It's puberty is a transformational stage for girl children where they grow from childhood to teenagehood. And you know, at that time they have a lot of things that changes. Not only their body that changes, a lot of things changes. The way they think, the way they react to issues, the way they communicate, the kind of friends they keep. They want to feel this big girl syndrome at that point. So everything changes
It's
at
about
that
them.
time of puberty. Yeah.
Okay, you know, this is a puberty thing we're talking about. How can a girl child manage menstrual cramps and discomfort?
Wow, it's menstrual cramps is sometimes it could be very painful and sometimes it could be very mild, but depending on the pains you have, the first thing is to know that during this period before your menstruation, try to work on warm things. Take hot tea, go on warm waters, stop chilled drinks. By the time you go on warm water, by the time the flow wants to come, it's going to flow easily and the pain will be minimal. Again, scientifically, they prove that it's not good to take drugs because they say that period, you know, the womb is active, the eggs are active and those things. But at times, medically, they advise that they should take ibuprofen, which is a pain relief. Yes. Then they do enough work. Some of them, when they're in pain, they will just stay inside, be crying like my girl child. She'll just be crying, mommy, mommy, you know, rolling on the bed and all those. So our advice are endure the pain and go on a walk in the evening. By the time you walk, you sweat out, you know, the body system, the stomach, everything will get active and the pain will go. But it's not easy, but you know, it's very important. If there's anything like exercise that they can do at that time,
They
it's
have
always,
to involve
yes,
themselves.
they have to involve themselves.
What causes puberty in girls?
Wow. I think it's I think it's a transformation. It's a natural transformation. You know, while we were growing,
Okay.
you know, at a point you can say I'm big. I'm so big.
You are endowed.
I'm endowed. I'm bold. I'm beautiful.
Yes.
You know, at a point, my siblings were like, won't you grow up? What's your problem? Won't you grow up? It was as if their words called out the growth. By the time I wanted to cross from SS1 to SS2, the thing just, everything, the boobs, the, you know, everything, the
come
thing
out.
came out and my dad was like, wow. I became so bigger than all my siblings. I'm the last of the family. And, you know, at the point they were like, Kati money, come on, you know. So the puberty thing is sometimes it's unexpected. It comes at a time that it's not expected because naturally we might not be prepared for it. But when it comes, it comes. We just have to move with
Okay,
it.
when do you think a girl child attain that puberty stage?
Commonly between the ages of 12 and 13. Some so early between the ages of 9 and 11, and others come so late between the ages of 16, 17, 18.
Okay, another thing I would ask is how can girl child manage body growth?
You know, sometimes it feels strange. I run a school, and in my school there was this particular girl that at a point I discovered that she's always scratching her bumps. You know, I was like, at the time I called her into the staff room and I said, what is happening? She said nothing. Okay, so I let her go. So I think 2 days later, she did the same thing and the spirit said, this girl is growing. Check inwards. So I took her to the toilet and I said, I want to see. The hair was so much. And she didn't know what to do about it. Fine, she's not living with her parents. She's living with her foster parents. So personally, due to safety reasons, I chatted up the woman she was with and told her, please look into this. The woman did not even do anything. So I bought her a shaving stick. And I didn't do it for her, but I told her when you want to, exactly how you want to use it. And she was so happy. The next day, she was the one that went about telling everybody, big auntie bought this. And she was, you know, the joy was there. So sometimes you teach them to do it. Then there's this, there are some creams that they can use now, some waxes, that once you just apply the wax, you know, the hair will just go off naturally. And it's always advisable they do it like 3 times in a month. 3 times in a month, so they will maintain perfect hygiene.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. What are the signs of poverty in girls?
Signs of poverty in girls, the first thing they will notice is little hair start growing in their armpits, their pubic areas. Then they start having this urge for makeup. Like my daughter. Let me use her as an example. When she was growing, she was with grandma, and at a point, grandma would tell me when they are sending Imole out, she will use powder, she will use wet lips, she will at every minute. So there was a day I went visiting, and I took my time to observe, and I discovered that on the way of where she's going to, there are some guys that used to gather there, and she's feeling this attraction already. That all eyes are on me, exactly, unlike before. So I just told grandma that she's growing. We need to guide her to the right things to do. So signs of poverty, they begin to feel these signs of entitlement. Then now another thing, their menstruation starts. They start getting conscious of their body. They have different body shapes. At this point, the breasts will grow, the bumps will grow. They begin to have, mommy, hey, my ash is not coming out well. All those things. They begin to wear skirts and it's not fitting. Things that they don't do before. They start doing it, and you be like, oh, no problem, you are growing. And that's why we are there as parents to guide them.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Let's go on a short break.
All right, ma'am.
Welcome back to the program, Girl Child Concern on JDN 101.5 FM, situated at number 1 Just Street, Joyce B Road, Okeado, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. My name remains Aramide Awolumate. Omo Baba Ikodojo. Here with me in the studio is Auntie Amoke BB.
Yes, sir.
Auntie Amoke, and another thing I want to ask you, how to talk to girl child about poverty stage?
Yes, at that stage, we need to be very careful and choose our words wisely, because one thing I always say, that anything that has to do with girl child boils down to the mother, parenting. A mother's duty is more than just birthing a child, and it's a journey. By the time they get to that stage, you need to be there for them and tell them, let them know. I could remember when I started my menstruation, my dad bought me a menstrual pad.
Wow.
And my sisters
It's not even your mom, it's your dad.
My mom was this career person. She was a nurse.
Wow.
And but I was with my dad, and he bought me a menstrual pad. I could remember always then, and he demonstrated how to use it for me. And the next statement
Your daddy did it for you?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
He laid it in the pants, and he told me, you wear it like this.
How
And
do you feel when your daddy was doing it?
it was strange.
Okay.
So I was like, it was later I felt, my daddy shouldn't have done this for me.
Wow.
But initially I felt, well, it's one of those things. And he said, as from now, you're now a woman.
Wow.
So run away from this, run away from this. So these are things we need to tell our children. At this stage, we don't need to tell them that when they touch a guy, they get pregnant. We don't need that
I used to
anymore.
say it when I was young.
But we need to let them know that you need to maintain your sanity. And at this stage, you need confidence because so many things will be thrown at you. You are now a full-grown woman. And the journey, this is the beginning of the journey. And the beginning of the journey is not always smooth. So you need to be prepared for it. But you know all those archaic trainings that, when you touch a man, you get pregnant.
I was told.
They will be eager to touch a man because that thing will push them. That is it really true that when I touch a man I get pregnant? How is it possible? Because the children of nowadays are wiser. So if you tell them that thing will even push them to go and touch a man. But let them know that you need to just maintain yourself. Your self-respect starts now. Your self-worthiness starts now. Your self-evaluation starts now. So maintain that self and keep it at top notch. Don't let anybody trample on you.
Wow. Do period halts when you just started?
Even to we adults till date. I was in a program recently with one of my pastors and she got talking to us and she was like, at times when she's on her period, she changes. But because she's a mother, she quickly reverses everything. That most times when things are happening, the way she reacts, that she's so hot at that time and everybody will start sharing that period odds. Let's tell our children it's odds. Do you know the pain of changing 4 times in a day self? That thing you need to change 4 times. Sometimes when we are not in an environment where we can free ourselves, you feel like you are not feeling so neat enough for some of us that are official. So you just have to, but by the time you get home and you lose
relax.
So menstruation period odds, but it's a sweet thing. We just have to ride on it.
How should they maintain the hygiene?
The hygiene, we teach them
during the menstruation.
Yeah, we provide for them. Our fingers are not equal. Presently, I have children that use Ankara cloth for their menstrual period. We need to talk to them. Just maintain it. Once you remove it, wash it, iron it, spread it in the sun, iron it and keep it safe in a nylon where some dust will not get to it. But for children that can afford menstruation pad, let's tell them 4 times in a day. Some of them will be like, it's not soaked. Yes, it's not soaked. Go and change it. Don't wait until it gets soaked because of infections. So we need to tell them at this period, just maintain top-notch hygiene. Make sure you are so neat. And some of them, when in my school, if I want to know they're having menstruation period, you see them tying cardigan around their waist. And I'll tell them, hey, baby, remove that cardigan and walk with confidence. It's a sign for guys. Guys too knows. Those guys, they will know. So at that end, they say, she's on. So just communicate to them the necessary things they need to do.
Can girl child prevent early puberty?
No. It's not preventable. It's something that they should be happy they are growing. It's not preventable. We should be happy we are growing. Early puberty, we have children that started their menstruation at 8 years. What would they do? They won't kill themselves. Of course, it's a journey and they have to ride on it. So it's not preventable. Whatever ages it comes, you enjoy it. And
what about how can girl child prevent acne and skin breakout?
That's it. We need to, I said something that it boils down to their foundation. When you're having acne, what's the parent doing? Killing what? Acne. As a mother, what cream is your child using? Is it Adiagbon? Is it There are some children that don't even cream their bodies at all. And by the time this thing starts showing up, they will become sissy and they will be shy. You understand? That will lead them to start using Fombacte and want to bleach out those black spots. And they become so excess at doing it. But from now, let's watch their skin type. What is it? Bodudu or Shedudu that will blend on my daughter's skin, or is it
like
natural?
You now, you're black and beautiful.
You can say that again. You understand? So all those things, let's help them so that they will not have acne. And you see these children naturally, when you see some of them bleach, you tend to blame them. It's not their fault. They have not been taught that pimple comes with puberty. So by the time it comes out, we need to tell them, reduce your vegetable oil, stop taking groundnuts. There are some foods you take that makes these things to react to on your face. By then, they want to do CC. They will start buying cream. They will start using cream. And parents will be screaming, what were you looking at the stage they needed to be curbed? Do you understand? So most times, we don't hammer our girl children. Let's check their foundation and let's help them. They can overcome it and become better.
How can girl child navigate social relationship and friendship doing poverty stage?
First thing, we need to build their confidence. We need to let them know that there is more in you than the world is about to give to you. So once they have their, a lot of our generations, they married because there was no confidence. I used to tell people, I'm a pastor, and I do tell people that if a girl child gets pregnant for someone, that's not a yardstick that the girl child should marry the person. We don't push them to what they are not intentionally ready to do. It's a mistake, it's an error. Let's help them to overcome that phase and continue their journey. Some of them, they will drop out from school because, as a girl child, building relationships, you have to be confident so that you choose right. Don't say because somebody is taking you to shop right, just right, and all those things. The person is right. He's not right. The person might be left, and the person you are not, you are not welcoming, giving audience might be the right person. So once we are there as a coach, once we are there as a guardian, we tell them the right things to do. They will choose right. They will maintain good relationships, and we tell them when your body changes, when you're on your period, makara. Because then back around you understand. So just try to admit people. We let them know that as you go out every day, you are the only sane person. Every other person around you is insane. So imagine they are insane. When this one is okay, what's the wow, okay. You understand? Instead of thinking, you react at everything. No. Let them know every other person around you is not normal. You are the only normal person. So ride on with that.
Let's go. How can girl child deal with peer pressure and bullying?
First thing first, so that you don't take judgment into your head because of the country we have now. Make sure you make a report. If there's any kind of bully you have emphasized, or you feel, if I pass there, this uncle is always calling me somehow. Exactly. Me, all those things. Make a complaint. Let someone know. That's why we parents need to be there. When they know. It happens to my daughter. One day I sent her out, and a guy followed her all the way from the junction to my compound. In fact, that day. So, the guy was even so confident enough to walk up to me and tell me, Mofe Fomoyini. And there's a friend of mine online now, she can testify. I had to make a report because she stays at the junction that Tebari Bobo Etokoja Ebami treat for Kope. You understand? So if I was not there as a girl, as a mother, anything can happen. You understand? So from there, I started watching, and I told, if anything happens to my daughter, I will make sure I will sue you. You will sleep in here. The freeze of it. By the time they get used to it at the age of 18, 19, they'll become so tired, they'll become so used to it. And someone like us, in those days, we fix eyelashes, we fix nails, all those things. Now, so for that 8 years, it's always so hot on them, and we need to be there for them. After that 8 years, it wears out.
Let's go on a musical break.
Thank you.
Hope you always know your worth, though I know that life can hurt. Hope you know that you can turn to each other. Hope you learn to trust your voice, make mistakes and make some noise. Hope you never lose your joy or your hunger. Girls, you were born to run, to reach the stars and chase the sun. Girls, you were wild and free. The wind is at your back, the world is at your feet. Sometimes life can feel unfair, broken hearts you can't repair. Sometimes you might be scared that no one gets you. It's not easy being brave when tears are falling down your face, but that's how you'll find your strength, so I'll let you. Girls, you were born to run, to reach the stars and chase the sun. Girls, you are wild and free. The wind is at your back, the world is at your feet. Someday friends might try hard, might come in last. Yeah, but just around the corner, you'll move mountains, you'll make waves. You'll be fearless, you'll be brave. There'll be nothing you can't face. Hope you always know your worth, though I know that life can hurt. Hope you know that you can turn to each other. Hope the road ahead is clear, and I hope you know when I'm not here that you'll always have the love of your mother.
Welcome back to the program Girl Child Concern on JDN 101.5 FM, situated at number 1 Just Street, Joyce B Road, Okeado, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. If you are just joining us, this is Girl Child Concern, and today we are having gifts for first 5 people, 5 girls. I don't want boys, I want girls.
Yes, sir.
That will call in to just say hello or say something. You get a cash prize. You get a cash prize. If you're a girl and you're just joining this program, this is the Girl Child Concern. So my name remains Aramide. You understand? So our next question on our list today is how can a girl child prevent mental health issues during puberty stage?
You know, like I said the other time, once they have been well oriented and they are well supported, their mental strength will be so strong and they will be balanced. But there's no way they will not display a kind of, scorn when the thing is on. But being the strong orientation we have given them, it will help them to balance up mentally. And we have told them it's a thing that will come. Puberty will come, whether you like it or not. So you have to live with it. You have to learn to manage it. So with that, okay, if I mentally not balanced this month, next month the same thing, next month the same thing. When do I want to be balanced? Do you understand? So let's just try to educate them enough. That's why programs like these are always very, very encouraging for girl children. So they will learn more and they will be able to take their feet in the society.
Sorry, before you continue, the number to call in is 07048001015, 070480011015, or 08022102163, 08022102163, 070480011015. That's the number to call the studio line now. So you're talking about their mental health.
Their mental health.
What
yes.
about the children that they are not opportune to be with somebody that can do that?
Well, it's always so difficult for them. That's when they miss it most times. That's when they fall. Like someone like me, I love listening to radios very well, and you hear different kind of stories, and you be like, God, if only someone was there to guide this child, the child would not fall a prey of wicked ones. You understand? So it's always good. And I always say this thing in my society, in my community, I every girl child is my child. Do you understand? If as a mother you can take it upon yourself to defend every girl child, it might not be for any benefit, but just to save the child and the future of that child. Do you understand? So if we as women, when we go around, we see a child that is being sad, that is not happy, that is being molested, let us fight for the cause of the child. It's going to cost us nothing. Don't let us say,
we're having a call right now. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
This is Glory from Apapa.
Yo, what's your name?
Glory from Apapa.
Glory from Apata. Hope you're listening to the program.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you learn from the program today?
I spoke about puberty and how to manage this teenage life and really help me a lot.
Okay, how do you get one or two things from that program today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can do as well. Call this number after the show, 080-77-28-1324. Or what's your last 4 digits?
9555.
9555, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it that you? Okay. Glory from Akpata. Yeah. She says she learned one or two things from the program concerning the puberty stage. That means people are following the program, and I'm so pleased with that. Another call. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who am I speaking with? Where are you calling from?
My name is Busaya.
Your name is what?
Busaya.
Busaya from where?
Ogunpa.
Ogunpa. Okay. What did you learn about the program today?
You talked about the signs of puberty. You talked about puberty that girl will develop breast
Wow.
and menstruation spot.
Are you in your puberty stage now?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
13.
13. That is good. And hope you're coping with the puberty stage.
Yes, ma'am.
The Lord will help you. So you can drop the last 4 digits of your number.
9297.
9297. You have a gift. You get your gift before end of today.
Okay.
All right. Okay, ma'am, we were talking about the mental health. You know, that means people are really following us. This
Yes.
puberty stage is a state that
It's,
all
important.
girls need to learn. So, another question I will ask is, what does she feel the sudden change in mood? You know,
Mood swing. This mood swing of a thing. Well, it doesn't have any basis actually. But you know, this minute you're happy, the next minute you're being archaic, and the next one yeah. But I just think is the chemical history of the body at that time is not balanced. So you know, you be like,
you know, some adults, they have moods.
seriously, man. See, even guys, do you know guys? I have a guy presently as in working with my elder sister Henry. You know, sometimes Henry will be so active, will be so happy, and everybody be like, he will be so down. Be like, hey, what's he singing? So it happens not only to girl children now, it happens to guys too. So mood swing, it's something. If you have a child demonstrating mood swing, don't have to pepper to their injury. At that time, leave them alone. Let them have their time to themselves. Be kind to them. Give them sweet words. At that time, they are so emotional that they can go to an extreme. So just let them be. Let them be. If you are not going to be a savior, don't be an enemy to them at that point. Don't add pepper to their injury.
So another thing I'll ask now is, how can they build self-confidence and self-esteem?
I love that topic so well because it's something that has killed our girl children. Most times, even till date, to stand up to talk to people is always a difficult thing for them to do. So one thing they need to do is let it start from the home front. Like while we're growing, while we're having morning devotions, my dad will say, you sing praise and worship, you read the Bible, you do this. My mom will say, you pray. You understand those things? We are leading a garden of 4 or 5. So it's going to help us to have a confidence to talk. One thing they need to do, school owners, we are in school, allow these children to talk on the assembly grounds. Let them lead poems, let them lead praise and worship, let them do things at their will. Don't let them, they are too small, no. There's a saying in the Bible that he that is in them is greater than he that is in the world. So that he that is in them, let us allow that he to lead them, to direct them, to build their confidence. That is all they need. When a child is going and someone is saying, Ace, come. Of course, a child that does not have confidence will go.
Yeah.
But a child that has confidence, killing me from what happened? Why are you calling me? And you know, one thing with African culture is we tend to say, you're rude. A child that has confidence these days, they say, you're rude. Me, I appreciate children that have confidence. Then we borrow. Because
no, it's not over confidence.
It's not over. But you know, when that confidence is there, it's always good. You know, you'll be proud of such a child. The child will be able to defend. Mommy, one no, in case they're back born street. You understand? Yeah. Children should be able to defend themselves. We parents will not be there forever for them. So let us teach them. Let them know that in whatever measure, be able to defend yourself. Have a voice. Have a voice.
And this is their voice now.
Honestly, we are their voices.
You can still call on 0704 800 1015 or 08022 102 163 0704 800 1015 or 08022102163 if you want to call the studio line. Another question that I have now is, when we are growing up, there are some things that it's always like they always tell us, maybe deceive us, if she has a sudden fascination for love making, what to do to control it. Sometimes they be like, because you started menstruating, the next thing is for you to make
Fall
love
in
with
love.
guy. What should they do? How can we control it?
Well, number one thing is for them, it's natural for these girl children to fall in love. It's very natural. If they are not falling in love with their parents, they are falling in love with their friends, they are falling in love with opposite sex. It's natural. But we need to help them control it. How do we help them control it? We need to tell them, okay, you don't hug in secret places. You don't allow a guy to hold your hands or take you to corners. You don't allow a guy to go to the same toilet with you. You understand? You make sure that you teach them. Don't go to corners with a guy. Don't sleep on the same bed with a guy. There are so many don'ts they need to know. And see, children can prove so stubborn at that stage, but as a parent you need to be affirmative in your sayings. If I let them know that mom's kilo de gonna kita lo de is just for yourself, do you understand?
Yeah.
So let them know. In schools, let's educate them. Some adults, I have a girl recently that took in, and the statement the mom told me was, me my people committing doko. I was like, I I just told myself, the truth. When some people heard the same story, they were like, wow, can she? Did she? How did she? Because of the kind of nature she had, she was so calm, she was so relaxed. So children like that, let us put in more. You see, children that are
Quiet.
outspoken,
Okay.
that are bold, we tend to put her in there. Yeah, you were. No, you see those quiet ones? Hey, wait.
They are dangerous.
They are so dangerous. So let us help them. It's natural for them to fall in love. It's natural for them to attract love. When you hear I'm having crush, we went for an inter sport recently. A guy gave up his race because his crush was on the same track with him. Imagine crush secondary school children. So so it's natural for them to have this feeling, but let us help them manage it well. Don't go to corners. Anytime you want to go out, tell me, I will permit you. If it's the one you can go, as well. A mother must be able to walk spiritual journey with their children. They don't eat, they don't do any other thing, but out there they drink shisha, they smoke shishas. And that's just because parents have become so strict, too strict. The same way they were trained, we cannot train our generation like that. So
Our
even
Jet generation,
Gen Z. Even when you are being soft, you have to be affirmative and you have to be spiritual. It's 3-in-1 journey for a mother. And like I said earlier, don't let it be for your children alone, for every girl child around you, because you will be accountable.
for it.
You'll be accountable.
Okay, this question: what are the myths and facts about puberty in girl child?
The might and fact. The might and fact is, number one, they are growing.
Okay, so I'm also learning now.
Number one, they are growing.
Okay.
Number two, they need someone to be there for them. Number three, they need to always have words pushed
To their
into their
brain.
ears. And you see those children, there's a way you talk to them and you talk to them. When you are talking to them, you don't use this commanding
Command.
tone. You're on your own, no. They will hear you to enter from here and to go there. But you need to speak to their hearts. You need to find a way to touch their heart. That's why he got that she didn't meet her. She was on the way already. The brother now called her, mommy is around. You better start coming. Guess what? The friend that they were planning to go together, like she was dating a friend of another friend. So both of them were going to their boyfriend's house. That one said, well, mommy today, me long time me. The girl went and didn't come back. She had an accident. Imagine if the woman has not obeyed the spirit that said go. Imagine if she has been like, hello, Shewa, okay, take care of you, man. There are sometimes we need to take action. We need to move on their behalf. So the pros and cons, that stage is very, very, very delicate. And once they overcome that pros and cons, that's all. That's all.
I would have loved to go on and on the show today, but time is not on our side, and I really, really appreciate.
And I bet you, sis, the world will be a better place.
Oh, Because the girl child is a blessing to all.
It is. They are always a blessing. Like you and I.
Oh yeah, I'm always proud of myself.
Oh, definitely.
On this note, we'll be coming to an end of the episode of this week, and I know we've learned one or two things from our wonderful guest because she has said a lot. Even I didn't even expect she's going to deliver as this, but she really deliver well. I say big thank you to Auntie Amope.
Yes, sir.
DB.
Yes, sir.
And again, I said thank you to all our listeners and the people that called. I will get back to you on your gift, Glory and Busayo. Glory from Apata, Busayo. Don't worry, you get your gift before end of today. And I say thank you so much to my wonderful engineer of today, Bolade Osho. He's always at my back. He got my back all the time. Also, our transmitter engineer, Kayode Olawuyi, our social media handler, Abiodun Samson, and Rotimi. Thank you so much to our head of station, Mr. Joy Akinlolu. I say thank you to you. HOP Aisha Oyedele, my wonderful mama Kemi. I say thank you to you all, and I wish everybody a wonderful and a blessed weekend. Thank you so much. Yeah, for people that has gifts, you can call on 08077281324. 08077281324. If you know that you had a gift, you have a gift with us, you can call the number so you get your cash gift. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all. Happy weekend.